Wow, this is very tight. Let's play with Dyson hairdryer, the supersonic attachments from Amazon. And we're gonna see if they fit the Dyson supersonic hairdryer and if they work. Let's get into it. Let's start with this one. What do we have here? Oh, this is the air stray attachment. Okay. Wow, this is very tight. So the one thing that's different from the supersonic in comparison to the Dyson Airwrap system, the supersonic is magnetic. This is fascinating. Okay, so I'm just gonna use it as like I would the Dyson Airstray. So these are the air holes right here. You have it on both sides. And I think you just place the hair in between the plates right here. And it looks like these plates, they kind of move because I press on them. Ooh, they look like they're floating plates. Air holes, air vents, air holes, yep. All right, this is very tight opening. It's working. Wow. I mean, it's not as good as the Air Straight, but for I think $16, this attachment, it works. But if you want to try an Air Straight version with your Dyson Supersonic, there is an attachment. So let's go to the next section. This one's a little bit more damp. And let's take a thicker and wider section. Okay, there we go. Even though it moves, like it flexes, it's still tight. It works, y'all. It works. The only thing that scares me are these plates inside because the Air Straight, it does not use plates. It only uses air. This, hot. Buy these attachments at your own risk. So overall, this Air Straight attachment dupe works for the Dyson hairdryer, the Supersonic. I think a fun video would be comparing this to the original Dyson Air Straight to see which side looks better. The next attachment for the Dyson hairdryer is this. This is called the Swing Quick Dry Nozzle. I think it was like $13 on Amazon. Again, all of these are reasonably priced considering, you know, they're like aftermarket attachments. This looks really interesting because if you watched my Panasonic hairdryer video, really awesome hairdryer, super tiny, very powerful, and they had this attachment on it, isolating nozzle. So when the air turns on, this little attachment goes back and forth. That way you can hold your hairdryer steady and just the nozzle will turn back and forth instead of, you know, how usually, or at least I do, when I blow dry my hair using like a regular hair dryer, if I'm not using any attachments, I'll like wiggle my wrist back and forth to move the hair dryer. So this is supposed to have a magnetic attachment, and it does. It works. Wow. Woo! It works, but I think it's a little too intense, so I need to lower the speed, the airflow. This is going to give my hair so many knots. There we go. This is good if you need to rough dry your roots and then style like the ends of your hair using a different attachment, but I'm holding it steady and it works instead of doing this. See this, the difference? I would have to do this to keep it moving so it's not like a hot spot. Yes, I think this is phenomenal if you don't want to use your wrist as much because this does the movement for you. It keeps the airflow moving and it's not focusing in one spot on your hair or your head. This is an A+ for me. It's $13, y'all. So this next attachment is a dupe for an already existing attachment for the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. The Dyson calls it the Flyaway Smoother. It has a row of bristles. As you go down, it's supposed to smooth your hair and your flyaways in that direction. The attachment on Dyson is $60 or $59.99. And then this one on Amazon, we purchased it for $23.99. Let's see how this works. Bam. Go to highest airflow. Okay, either I'm not holding it right, but if I'm holding it on the opposite side with like my opposite hand, like right to my left side, it's very awkward and it's hurting my wrist. So I'd have to hold it with my left hand on my left side. Same thing with this. I would have to hold on my right with my right hand on my right side. Very comfortable bristles, not pulling, tugging on my hair. I personally don't have the flyaway smoothing attachment from Dyson just because I don't use the Supersonic as much in comparison to my Dyson Airwrap system or the Dyson Airstraight, but this definitely works. Okay, so this mousse, I think you could just use it on this side as a flyaway smoother now. I like the 2-in-1 function. It works. Just be careful, these get very hot. Let them cool off for a couple of minutes before handling them. I think that works. It definitely flattened the hair and the flyaways, they're not as noticeable. So far, 3 out of 3. Next is an attachment adapter. So this adapter is going to be for the Dyson Airwrap system attachments for your Dyson Supersonic hair dryer. So let's say you want to buy a Dyson Airwrap attachment. For example, this right here, the 0.8 inch attachment. This is their newer version. The direction is on top, this nozzle, you just change it back or forth, like left or right. The original where you needed the 2 barrels. This goes into the attachment and then you lock it in place. And then the magnetic part, which is the adapter, attaches to the Dyson Supersonic. So this attachment adapter, it will convert any of the Dyson Airwrap attachments for your Dyson Supersonic. These attachments, only these ones, which are the brushes, they don't attach as well. They're loose, but the round brush attachment locks in place like so, and then all of the other ones as well. Like the barrels, they attach really well. They lock in place. My hair is almost dry. Works. Now let's try, I want to try the round brush and the magnetic. I want to see if it's actually going to work. Yeah. It's coming off. I will say with the round brush, it's a little tough just because of the design of the Dyson Supersonic. The reason why the round brush works with the Dyson Airwrap, you can rotate it very easily like this, see? Like so. Apart from, yes, being locked in, because you can, put a lot of force on it. You can still make it work, but it's awkward. You need that locking mechanism instead of the magnetic plus the locking mechanism, because it's not gonna hold as well, like your round brushes, for example. But barrels work amazing. So Andre found a way and he forced the brush attachment onto the adapter. Now let's try it and see if we can make it work. Not coming off. Oh, yeah, it is. It works. It's just don't put as much pressure, or you have to hold it at a perfect angle, just the right angle, so it doesn't come off the magnet. But it does work. So there we have it, the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer attachments. I think all of these are great if you have your eye on some of these attachments that Dyson already sells. They've literally made this, the Supersonic hairdryer, a system just like the Dyson Airwrap system. Before the Dyson Airwrap came to the market, the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer didn't have that many attachments. It just had like the typical attachments that most hairdryers come with, the concentrators, the diffuser attachments, but now the Dyson Supersonic also has quite a bit of attachments available. Plus, I think this is really cool, this little adapter. It's not the greatest, it's not the best, but it is an aftermarket adapter that you can use on the original or the new and improved Dyson Airwrap attachments. Yes, the Dyson Supersonic Hair Dryer is a $600 hair tool. If you already have this and you want to purchase some attachments to make it a really cool set, you have the option. Again, purchase at your own risk. But I'm gonna end it here, you guys. Thank you for watching and spending time with me, and I'll see you next one very soon. Bye.